Today we're here on the marysue.com talking about this article that dives into a Twitter thread where a man stated his opinion that his least favorite characters were all women in the MCU as it is now. But what I want to know is, do you think this is legit, or is this just a brilliant, elaborate troll job on his part? Let's get into the video. Monkeys, roll the footage.
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right.
it a lot.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tula?
Here we are, ladies and gents, the maryscrew.com. Man ranks his least favorite MCU characters, and shocker, they're all womensies. The ratio speaks for itself. By Chelsea Steiner. This came out yesterday. I thought this was hilarious. I had to talk about this. And here we see the cringeworthy moment in Endgame. Okay, horrible character, Valkyrie. Pepper Potts, annoying. This one speaks for itself. No problem with Mantis. Shuri's tiny noodle arm here off, she's off camera. And Scarlet Witch behind here, which I love Scarlet Witch. Despite WandaVision, I still love her. Jump through it. I want to get to the list because I comprised my own list of my 10 least favorite MCU characters, which I did while I was sitting here reading this article. So we will get to that, though, as we go through this man's list and some of the replies to his tweet. Which, in regards to his tweet, I think is like alpha level freaking trolling. It is, yeah, I think that's all he was looking for. And it worked. The internet is filled to the brim with nerds of all genres, backgrounds, and identities. But there's one singular quality that men across the wide breadth of the fandom share. One that transcends categories and characters. If you guessed misogyny, then congratulations. You're a woman who has recently been on the internet.
Oh, what the fuck ever?
Virulent misogyny is an endemic to online culture. But nowhere is it more prevalent than in traditionally, quote, male-dominated spaces like gaming, comic books.
Yes, every single thing I say offends them.
Who are you calling them?
Star Wars and other nerdy film franchises. The MCU is especially popular target, given its cultural ubiquity and increasingly inclusive offerings. This is just, okay, right here. This writing in this first paragraph is just fucking horrifying. Who hurt you? Like, okay, so if you are, fuck it, hit it, monkeys, hit it. No, but really, there's always been women in all of these things involved in these franchises throughout, and not talking about on screen even, but in the fandoms, there's always been females. So, and if anybody loves women, it's nerds. So if there's nerds that are gatekeeping females from into the fandoms, I don't think that it's the actual nerds. It's probably people who have actually infiltrated the movement under false pretenses with their own agenda in mind, and not the agenda of a whole of just wanting good entertainment. No, they're the actual misogynists. See, this is what I'm saying to you, is I don't see, from a nerd perspective, wanting to keep women away from the thing that you like, because you like women regardless of how much you might like this IP, and what better to have than a woman who shares interests. You know, it's a novel idea, but hear me out. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't see that from that perspective. While there are countless examples of online misogyny, re the MCU, a new Twitter thread has risen through the ranks to achieve some truly peak misogyny. Twitter username Jack at the Spidey Guy 2 chose violence when he tweeted out a thread of his least favorite MCU characters in every film and why. As you peruse the list, you may notice that all these characters have one thing in common. They're all women. He chose violence when he tweeted out a thread. Oh, that makes me scratch my head. Okay, so him choosing violence by not liking the female characters, which, like I said, I think this is all an elaborate troll job, which had its intended effect. But here we go. Jack says, my least favorite MCU characters in every film and why? Peggy Carter from Captain America the First Avenger. She's bossy as fuck and commanding literally all the time. I know who she was, but damn, I feel like forced agenda or something, like shoving it down our throats that she's a strong female character. And they actually got 39 likes, 424 retweets, 21 comments just on that one alone. All right, here it is right here. This is the big one that triggers all the weirdos and side-shaved intersectional feminists and Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, aka Catpan Mediocre, aka Cadaver Danvers. Reason: she was cocky, confident, made it clear she's in the room. She never failed at anything either, which low-key makes her a Mary Sue. Well, she was a Mary Sue for more than that, but that's just part of the reason. That got 736 retweets. Thor 1, Jane Foster, literally one of the worst characters throughout the entire MCU. I don't even need to go into reasons why, like it's a horribly disgusting watching this character on screen. Yeah, she was annoying. Jane Foster's annoying. Natalie Portman is meh to me. 174 retweets. I loved her in the prequels, though, even though she should have been on To Catch a Predator. Avengers 1, Black Widow. Reasons: she wasn't that bad in this film, in my opinion. She has some hot scenes and shots, but other than that, she was the weakest character in the film. She was basically the main character in that film. I don't dislike Black Widow at all. I dislike her movie. Not entirely, but it has its issues, which I described already. This one's 642 retweets. Next, Thor, The Dark World, Jane Foster. He says, again, reasons: good God, I didn't think it could get worse than Thor 1, but here we are. And again, not a bad take on her. That only 40 retweets for that. Nobody really gives a shit, and only 2 comments. 35 likes. Iron Man 3, Pepper Potts. I don't disagree with him. Reasons: she just didn't do it for me, and her having powers for the time being was pretty dumb, seeing she's all powerful and strong like that, saving Tony when he should be able to save himself. This one, 222 retweets, 19 likes, 6 comments. Not a lot of love for Pepper Potts. Sharon Carter, Captain America the Winter Soldier. I disagree with this one. I liked her in this movie. Reasons: she was actually really annoying in my opinion and very forgettable. What did she even do in the film? Like, honestly, LOL. Yeah, see, I liked Sharon Carter in Winter Soldier more than I liked her in Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I thought she was OP as fuck in that. With the exception of Ironmonger and Whiplash and Iron Man 2, and the exclusion of Black Panther, Jack lists nearly every woman in the MCU. Twitter users were quick to catch on to his thread and roasted Jack for his blatant misogyny. As well they should. It may very well be the least self-aware thread ever. Seems like there's a pattern here. Yeah, blue check mark. My least favorite character in every Marvel movie is a strong woman because she makes my pee-pee sad, said the volatile mermaid. What's that smell? Fragile masculinity. These people are fucking so predictable. This is like literally the same playbook they use every time anybody criticizes a female character. You are afraid of women only because you see that they are stronger than men.
You serious?
My least favorite MCU characters in every MCU film and why? Chris Pratt, end of list. Boom! You know you can just say you're afraid of women, right? And then they play a Captain Marvel. That's, see... If someone who's asked me what's misogyny and fragile masculinity, I would show them this thread.
Well.
My least favorite characters from the MCU just so happens to be every major female character. Nothing to read into that. He didn't list the Wasp. That's weird because they put a picture of Wasp in there. Captain America movies, Steve Rogers. Reasons: he's bossy as fucking commanding literally all the time. I know he's a super soldier, but damn, it feels like a forced agenda or something shoving it down our throats like he's a strong male character. Between this guy and the man who lost his girlfriend over gatekeeping Black Widow, men are clearly not having a normal one when it comes to the MCU. And this guy especially is clearly spending his time on God's green earth not only trashing women, but posting racist and deliberately inflammatory tweets. He also seems to have some sort of obsession with Wanda Maximoff that is unsettling, to say the least. This woman probably fetishizes some male character along the line in some IP or franchise in an odd and unhealthy way, I'll guarantee it. In light of getting ratioed in the sun, Jack tweeted what may be the saddest comeback of all time, writing, 1,000 quote tweets, that's it, I'm done. The Wanda stans have completely lost it. They're coming after me, calling me a cucklord sissy baka. I don't take that lightly, and I'll be visiting my parents' lawyers soon. Oh, so watch out, everyone. A grown man will be using mommy and daddy's lawyers to come after you all. I'm sure Twitter is terrified. This is Chelsea Steiner, who's apparently a black belt in judo, so she's not to be trifled with. And she loves the word Jewess and wishes more people used it to describe her. Chelsea, I can say this. From one Steiner to you, I think you're just mad because you got it. Here is the list of my 10 least favorite MCU characters. Number 10 on down. Number 10, the Mandarin, Iron Man 3. Number 9, keeping the theme of Iron Man 3, Pepper Potts. And yeah, I did find her just insufferably annoying in this one. Number 8, Marvel, Captain Marvel. A gender-swapped Marvel. This was not Marvel. Number 7, Whiplash, Iron Man 2. Number 6, the Hulk in Endgame. I don't like the soy Hulk, although I do like the Hulk, but I like Edward Norton's Hulk. Mark Ruffalo is a bitch, and I don't like his iteration of the Hulk at all. Number 5, the Wasp in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Number 4, Fat Thor in Endgame. Making fun of PTSD is only okay because he was a white man, and that's the only reason they did it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Number 3, Jane Foster in Thor 1 and Thor 2. Natalie Portman is bad in the role of Jane Foster. I don't like her. She's annoying. Number 2, Spider-Man in Spider-Man Far From Home. Fuck the MCU's version of Spider-Man. Number 1, of course, you all know it's she's insufferable. She's annoying. Brie Larson it's basically Brie Larson just being herself, but wearing a stupid costume and having 2 stunt doubles and an ass double. With that being said, let's take this thing home. So this article was really funny because you could tell Chelsea just wanted to get paid. At the Mary Sue, just look for the stupidest things to write articles about. You know they're all overpaid. I hope you enjoyed. If I have, please let me know in the comments below what you think of this. What are your least favorite MCU characters? Do you agree with Jack? Was this a brilliant, elaborate troll job? I think it was, in all honesty. But if today's the day I've earned it, hit that subscribe button. Turn the bell on for notifications if you're so inclined. I'm Etepo Queen of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it's better to burn out than fade away.